Okay, this is Duke Del Cantaro. Now back to John Goodner and Phil Variali. All right, baby. You got it. Take two. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Mayor Stein, welcome to
Yes.
the program. Thanks a lot for being here on our premiere episode,
Thank you.
episode.
I was delighted to be invited, and I'm just as excited about this whole idea as you are.
So, well, it's a beautiful summer day, and we have hopefully, it's going to be a nice summer. What are you doing this summer? You have any special plans?
Well, we are going to be in Bronxville much of the summer. Our summers have often involved a bit of traveling. My husband is active in the Army Reserves, and so he often will take his active reserve duty in the summertime. And Maggie, who's our only child still living at home, age 14, has traveled with us, and we've enjoyed some nice time in Europe with her and Hawaii and other places. But this summer we are going to stay in Bronxville and spend a few weekends at a house that we own in southern Vermont.
So what made you decide to become mayor?
Well, you know, a lot of people have asked me that question, and I think to be very honest with you, I never sort of had a dream in my life that someday I wanted to be the mayor. In fact, I didn't ever really have a dream that I would be involved or get interested in running for public life as an elected official. But I think I just sort of was in the right place at the right time, or the right place at the wrong time, however you want to look at it.
You've had a pretty successsul term so far,
Well,
2 terms.
2 terms, yeah.
So you never ran for anything in high school, or?
Well, I did.
Yeah, you've always been involved.
If the truth be known, actually I did. And in high school, I guess I was the kid. I'm terribly unathletic. I have to tell you that I am the most hopeless person at sports. And all you need to do is ask my children, and they will confirm that. Fortunately, they don't take after their mother in that regard. But I think my high school interests always were along the lines of student government and organizations and that kind of thing. So
that's great.
Where'd you go to high school? Where were you
in a small
originally from?
town in Minnesota, a town whose name you've never heard of before, and if I wrote it out, you probably couldn't even pronounce it, but it's called Owatonna, which is an Indian name, and it's in southern Minnesota, quite near Rochester, where the Mayo Clinic is.
When you were younger, did you ever have anything that you really wanted to aspire
Well, you
to?
know, it's funny, because I guess underneath it all, I've really always been interested in politics, and I had a wonderful experience when I was a junior in high school. I was selected by my high school to go to a Girls State, which is an American Legion sponsored program. And you go to Girls State, and you are there with students from all the schools in the state, and you're divided into 2 mythical political parties, and you actually go through a mock legislator.
It's almost like Harvard Model Congress.
It's the same idea. And my good stroke of fortune was that I was elected governor of Minnesota Girls State, and that gave me a chance to go to the state capitol, to be the governor for the day, to sit in his office, and to actually, our whole organization put some mythical bills through the legislature and went through the whole process. And that in turn then led me to Girls Nation in Washington, where you have two girls from each state then being the senators and going through the same thing on a national level. So my college major was political science, and I think at a fairly early age I had my appetite whetted in those areas. But I don't think I ever had this driving dream that one day I would, really run for office.
But you were actually governor of Minnesota for
But
one day.
I really was governor of Minnesota for one day.
It's
That's
a small
right.
fact. I'm sure not too many people knew about that.
No, that's probably true.
That's about it, I guess. So sit back, enjoy the sun,
thank
have some
you.
iced tea, some
Thanks.
fruit, and
It was a great setting, and I enjoyed being here, and thank you for inviting
thank you for
me.
coming. Thank you for
Okay.
coming. We appreciate it. And that's the show for today, and we hope to see you next week or maybe the week after. Depends if the show goes well or not. Till then, I'm John Goodner,
I'm Philip Variali.
and this is a trip through Bronxville. Write this down. We need hints, tips, comments, recommendations, whatever you want. Send it to this address. If you liked the show, if you didn't like the show, if you have an idea for an upcoming show, tell us. Write it down, mail it to this address. It's very important. The second show is already in the works. We want to hear what you want. So, mail us a letter, tell us what you want. If we can do it, we'll do it. So, stay tuned now for the summer band concert conducted by Al Catman Groan. Until next week, I'm John Goodner, and this is a trip through Bronxville. Goodbye.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds.